So first I'm just going to be taking my MAC Painterly Paintpot and I'm just going to be putting this all over my eyelids just to put a base down and cover up like the veins and stuff on my eyelid. Next I'm just going to be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and I'm going to be taking the shade White Chocolate and I'm just going to be setting my entire lid, avoiding that inner corner. Next, I'm just going to be taking my Morphe M441 brush and the chocolate bar palette again, and I'm going to be taking the shade Milk Chocolate right here, and I'm just going to be blending this above my crease and into my crease as well. And I'm kind of going to be rounding out the outer corners of my eye. I don't really want it to be a winged out kind of shape, just like nice and soft and rounded out on the outer corner. So just in little circular motions right here. Alright, and to build up the crease a little bit more, I'm taking my Morphe M433 brush, and once again from the chocolate palette, I am taking the shade Semi-Sweet. Excuse my nails, by the way. Kind of ugly, but I didn't have time to do them. So anyways, taking that Semi-Sweet shade and just deepening up the crease and also the outer corner. Just like we did before, rounded motions, etc. Really, this eye look is super simple. You just like throw some shadows on the lid, blend them out, and then really the only thing is that inner corner pop, which that's easy too, so yeah. And then back in with that first brush and the milk chocolate shade and just blending everything out. Try to make it look nice and seamless. Alright, and then for the lid shade, I'm just taking this Eco Tools, just regular flat, I think it's called shader brush, and just picking up that white chocolate shade that we used to set that paint pot, and just popping this on the lid, just to kind of clean everything up. And then just gonna blend that outer corner into it a little bit. And then I'm also going to be taking that white chocolate shade again, and I'm just going to be putting this on the brow bone. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the hydrating primer, and I'm just going to be using this to prime my face. I really like this primer for any kind of matte foundation because I don't have oily skin. I would say my skin is pretty normal. I can get oily in like my T-zone and stuff, but sometimes when I use matte foundations and I put another primer underneath it, like the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm or whatever it's called, sometimes if I put that underneath the matte primer, my face just looks really like almost kind of patchy and like gross and like not blended, you know? Like it almost got like dry and then the foundation like wouldn't blend out, you know? So I like putting some kind of hydrating primer underneath a matte foundation because it makes it blend in so much easier and it doesn't feel super drying on my face. So now I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm in the shade 120, and I'm taking my Morphe M439 brush and I'm just going to be blending this all over my face. Alright, just blending this out. I kind of like to pat it into my skin. And once it's kind of patted in a little bit, well, I kind of like pat and then swipe, just so that it gets in there, but it also blends out at the same time. Now I'm just going to be taking the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Undereye, and I'm just going to be putting this right here in my under eye circles. You don't need too much of this. I just kind of put it right in that inner corner, then right where I get a little bit blue, and then I just kind of blend it out a little bit. Alright, I'm just taking my little micro beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that out. And then I'm just going to go in with my concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15, which is Fair. And I'm just going to be highlighting my face. And taking my little micro beauty blender again, and just blending that concealer out. I'm going to set my eyes because you have to set your eyes right after you put the concealer on, but I'm going to set everything but that inner corner where I'm going to put that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. So, taking my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder on my wet or damp little sponge thing, I'm just setting everywhere except that inner corner. Okay, so now I'm just gonna let that powder sit on my face for a little bit and bake, if you will. Alright, so I went ahead and I did my right eye, and now I'm gonna do my left eye. So, I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. It's just a white eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to be putting this on my little pinky finger because it's easy to get in that inner corner. And I'm just going to place this where I'm going to put that blue eyeshadow. And just be careful not to mess up what we did up here. I'm going to take ColourPop's eyeshadow in Flowershop. It's just a really pretty, like, literally like, this is like mermaid in an eyeshadow. You know? It's like a bluish green metallic shade. And like, even like the little scales in the packaging just makes it like mermaid. No, it's a mermaid. So basically, I'm going to take this again on my little pinky finger, and I'm going to pack this right in that inner corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in the shade Aqua, and I'm just going to use this to kind of blend that inner corner out a little bit. Kind of blend it up into everything else. And down here a little bit. Now this is not everyone's forte, which honestly it's not really mine either, but I was bored one day and just wanted to do this, so I did. And it was fun. But it is pretty intense, like not really something that you would casually everyday wear out of the house, you know? But it's fun. Then I'm just taking a little bit more of that Flowershop and just packing it right back into that inner corner. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm just going to be taking my Morphe E18 brush and that semi-sweet shade that we put in the crease, and I'm just blending this on my lower lash line. And since the inner corner is so like blown out you can smoke this lower lash line out so that it doesn't look so weird. And then I'm just gonna take same brush that I used the milk chocolate shade on and just kind of blend it all out. Okay, now I am going to wipe off the powder that we put underneath our eyes. It's probably not very much left under there, but yeah. And then of course everywhere else. Just like that. Next, I'm just going to be coating my lashes with a little bit of mascara. As usual, the COVERGIRL Lashblast Volume. You don't need too much because we're putting on falsies, which you don't have to do. And then some on my lower lashes also. One other thing that I'm going to do is, I should have done this before my mascara, but I forgot. I'm going to take the ColourPop gel, cream gel liner in the shade Honeydude. It's just a nude liner, and I'm going to be putting this on my waterline. Okay. Now I'm just going to put on my false lashes, which are the ARDELL Demi Wispies. So I'm just going to put those on real quick and then I'll be back. Alright, so now I have my eyelashes on, which means we can move on to the rest of the face. First thing that I'm going to be doing is taking my Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in Silky Beige. And I'm just going to be setting my whole face with this. Not really, I guess not to set my face, but this will just help the contour and like the blush and everything blend out on the face better, and it won't look so like muddy or chalky or like patchy. So just having a powder underneath all those other powders will just help them all blend together a little bit better. So y'all, for my contour, surprise, surprise, I'm taking the Benefit Hoola bronzer on my Morphe M530 brush, and I'm just going to be popping this in the hollows of my cheeks, as usual. And for blush, I'm going to be taking my MILANI Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso and this Eco Tools little blush brush. And I'm just going to be putting this on the apples of my cheeks right on top of that contour and kind of trying to blend them together. And for my highlight today, I'm going to be using BECCA's Opal. Anyways, on my Morphe M310 brush, I'm just popping this on the high points of my cheekbone. I'm going to put this on my Cupid's bow. And then on the tip of my nose. And down the bridge of my nose. Whatever's left over, I like to just take up on my forehead and on my chin. Now I'm just going to be spraying my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And now we'll move on to lips. For my lips, I'm going to be taking Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood. It's just a light nude shade. And on top of this, I wanted to put a liquid lipstick underneath this next product just because I wanted my lips to be not super matte, like a little bit glossy. So I'm putting the Melted by Too Faced, the Melted Sugar, on top of this, just because these don't really stay on for very long, so if you have a liquid lipstick underneath it, then the color is going to last a little bit longer than if you just put this by itself. But these aren't super matte, which is why I wanted to use this for the look, but I wanted it to last a little bit longer. So I'm just going to put this right on top of this. It also just lightens up the color a little bit, which is what I wanted. So yeah, this is the final look. I know it's a little bit different, but I thought it was super fun and summery, but if you don't like this kind of look, then you don't have to do it. But I just think makeup is fun, and you get to play with it and do weird things, and you can always take it off, so it's not a big deal. I was just playing around, and I really liked how it turned out, and yeah. I did post pictures of this on my Instagram, and a couple people asked me if I could film a tutorial on it, so that's why I did that. You can follow all my social media. I have my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Snapchat all listed down below if you want to follow me on there. And yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up for me and hit the subscribe button down below so that you can see every single time that I post a new video. And yeah. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Alright, so